Hello and welcome back to Let's Play Crusader Kings 2 Conclave as Scotland. In our last episode, we won our war against England pretty easily. They basically didn't even fight us, they just gave up at 77%. We took Westmoreland from them, so we're one county closer to being able to usurp their kingdom. How close? I didn't actually look. Let's find out. I guess we can't find out because he's at war. Okay, we'll look later. And also, the crusade for the Kingdom of Andalusia is still going on, though obviously not going very well. Let's see though. They have lost maybe about 15,000 of their Events 1 troops, down about 10%, which I guess is not nothing. Maybe by the second or third crusade for Andalusia, we'll have a chance of winning there, which would be nice. So we're not really participating in this crusade. I think we should probably look towards declaring another offensive war pretty soon, once we get this whole trade route business out of the way, probably. And I think what I'm gonna do is maybe take a duchy or two from the Fatimids, because it's only a matter of time before they declare another jihad for Jerusalem on us. And I'd like us to have a little bit of an easier time than we did in the last one, although we did win it. And they are pretty powerful, so if we can take 2 or 3 duchies from them before they can declare another jihad, they'll be that much weaker, we'll be that much stronger, and we should be able to defeat them a little more easily than last time. But for now, the word has spread that you're planning a trading expedition, and a group of priests have arrived at your court with a request. They are offering temple funds for the journey if you will allow them to come along on the journey. I'm going to say no and slightly annoy all of these bishops, because they'll just get in the way. It's time to set out on the trading expedition. Hopefully it will yield good profits to foreign lands. Let's find out where we're going. And our castle walls finished. More castle walls. Your expedition has finally reached the realm of Mansa Fata, the Fat of Mali. Okay. Kingdom of Mali down here. Looking pretty good, actually. And unified. Is this the Exactiture Kingdom? No, the Almoravids here have a few counties in the north. Still, pretty good kingdom. Well done. Your steward asks you what gift we shall bring forth as a token of friendship. Let's go all out here and give him a dozen strong horses. At dinner, we notice his face growing red with annoyance as he glares at our steward shoveling his food in with his bare hands. We can say, please excuse him, still trying to teach this barbarian civilized manners, annoying our steward, or you could say, I'm hungry too, and annoy Mansa Fata. Of course, we'll annoy our steward. As you spend more time talking to Mansa Fata the Fat, you realize that you have a lot more in common than mere business interests. We become close friends. Excellent. Okay. This is good. This doesn't mean that we can form an alliance, though. Still, while I was at the foreign court, I also spent some time observing and discussing with the courtiers regarding how they organize their administration. It's fascinating how differently they manage things over there. So we're going to upgrade our education trait to Fortune Builder, which I think is very good. Let's see, we're -1 diplomacy, +3 stewardship. So we gain an extra martial in learning and 3 stewardship from this, plus 5% fertility. So this was definitely worthwhile. Even leaving aside any money that we're going to make from the trade route itself. With the new trade route set up, you return with the first batch of goods and sell them off for a nice profit. The influx of new wares will also benefit the economy for a long period to come. So in Gowrie, well, we first of all gain 500 gold and 150 prestige, which is great. The gold more than the prestige, I suppose. And we get extra city and castle tax in Gowrie, which is definitely going to help out our income, since that's where our most profitable holdings already are. And we also get Trader, giving ourselves another +2 stewardship, and also City Vassal Opinion. Stuart has brought in riches to your realm through his competent handling of the trading expedition, and he probably expects to be rewarded with a share of the wealth. I guess we can allow that. 400 gold for him. Seems reasonable. So our income's up to 66 gold per month. Is that where it's stabilized at? Looks like it. Well, that's pretty good. And we lost our Chancellor. For some reason. He's still our vassal. He didn't die. We can just reappoint him. Or we could appoint our daughter Mary, who actually would be better at the job. I think is what we'll do. And she can improve diplomatic relations. Who are we working on? Let's check our realm tree. Everyone seems to be pretty happy. Maybe our Duke of Moray. Or the Duke of Kent would be a good idea. We'll go for Kent. Alright, so... without the support of Archbishop Theodorus, your study sessions seem to be few and far between. You increasingly feel that the challenge is just too great to tackle on your own. So we're no longer a student of language. Okay. That's +1 learning that we no longer have. Not really a big deal. So it's -86% now in the Crusade. And this guy has been sacrificed to the demon gods, okay. Let's check his events 1 troops. Down to 143, okay. That's fine. Well, we'll just ignore that and probably go ahead and declare on the Fatimids. They're actually at war now as well. They're attacking the Sultan of the Rawadid Sultanate. Up here. Okay. In a holy war for Kerman, which I believe is down here somewhere. Yeah. Okay. Well, that's good. They'll be distracted with that, so we should have a pretty easy time. So I guess we should just decide what duchy to take from them. So the adjacent ones are Cairo and Alexandria. I think these are both very good duchies as well. This is only 2 counties, but they are very full of holdings. Alexandria, also pretty good. Aswan, not bad itself, actually. But maybe we'll just take Alexandria. I think that might be the easiest. So let's see, they have 50,000 troops. They've hired 18,000 either a holy order or mercenaries. I guess they could be a holy order because you are Shia while they're Sunni. I don't know if Muslim holy orders can do that. Also, I don't think holy orders are that large, so it probably is a mercenary company. So maybe we just wait actually on this since they have so many troops, at least until they have moved their armies. Wow. Duke of East Anglia has died in a very dramatic fashion, apparently. We have a new duke there. Died in an accident, okay. So we just wait until they have gotten their troops well out of position up into the Rawadid's lands. How rich are you? How long can you afford to support these people? You're still making money, so I guess you're fine. Got a county converted, that's fine. Not the one that our chaplain was working on, so he can keep doing what he's doing. Let's see, we can get an alliance with the King of Aquitaine. Maybe we should look at getting an alliance with the Kaiser as well, if that's possible. We have their support against the Fatimids. We should be okay to declare even right now without any concerns. So let's see. His heir is already married. Granddaughter obviously not. But his younger son also married. You are on elective, I assume. Alright, so if we arrange a betrothal with her, this should give us a pact. And let's see, she's 7, so I'm sure we have a relative of somewhere in the same general age group. How about our nephew David? He's ill, so hopefully he doesn't die. Won't accept. Political concerns. How about if it was matrilineal? No? Alright, never mind then. Maybe we could get allied with the Byzantines, actually. Who are actually a theocracy. The ecumenical patriarch is the emperor. Okay. So I guess we're not getting allied with him by marriage. Fair enough. Well, never mind then. We'll just do it ourselves, I suppose. Our very talented daughter Mary is already improving opinions in Kent. And our nephew Constantine had a child as well. Alright, and our chaplain has finally finished converting the county he was working on. Let's move him to the next one over. Our kinsman is willful, conscientious, and an idolizer. So Marshall would not be good. I guess stewardship is going to be okay. It's fine, and we can invest in technology. Namely military tech. So we're still kind of ahead on military organization. I guess we should catch up on some of these earlier techs. For the time being. And we have Castle Walls finished. Okay, so I'm going to assume at this point the Fatimid army is sufficiently out of position. The Aquitaines want, or the Aquitaines, King of Aquitaine wants an alliance. He is in the Crusade, and he also has a revolt war against him. How bad is that revolt war? Not too bad, it looks like. We'll accept, but we won't help him. If he's not strong enough to put down that revolt, then we don't want him as an ally. I guess we didn't actually get called in. Okay, Lorna here also needs an education focus. Indolent, brooding, playful. Playful is good for intrigue. Which is, I guess, what we'll go for. So, let's go ahead and declare on the Fatimids. For Alexandria. Aquitaine will come in, the council approves. Actually, we'll just hold off a little bit longer. And we'll preemptively raise our holy orders. Which we have plenty of piety for. And we'll get them on their way down. Kind of feels like cheating, but We can do it, so why shouldn't we? Alright, another county converted. Duke of East Anglia wants elective succession. And the crusade has failed. Perhaps the most unsurprising result for a war in history. A black day. And the Emperor is now known as the Holy. Okay. Arranged marriage from the leader of the Aquitanian Revolt. I kind of don't think so. I'm going to decline that. Oh, and he's declared an invasion of Mauritania. Okay, so I guess it wasn't the fact that he's a theocracy that's holding him back from declaring invasions. So who knows why he hasn't been doing that. Well, that's fine. Looks like he's going to take some land down here. He could have attacked us, so I'm glad he's not. Aquitaine is calling us in against his revolt. I guess we'll accept. But we won't actually do anything. Alright, I don't think we need to wait for our army to get all the way down there. We can raise more troops or declare war and then raise the rest of our troops right now. I'm going to take Alexandria. Aquitaine will come in, the council approves. And let's just raise everything. I guess we'll disband your troops and raise them up here. Uh, 376 boats is a lot. We can probably fit all of the troops from nearby on there without having to raise any more, which is handy. And why are we raising multiple armies here? Probably because the Templar holding? We'll just disband that. Oh, you can't even fit on the boats. Oh, you can. I was pressing the wrong button. That would explain it. Okay, so we need the army from Sicily as well. That's fine. This can be disbanded. May as well bring down the troops from Benevento, I suppose. Okay. Did I get you moving yet? I did not. You can all come down here. You guys can be on your way over there as well. Need to wait a little while for all of these guys to get together here. Elisenda has died a natural death. Whoever that is. Oh, our mother-in-law. Okay. And a county has been converted. Not the one that our chaplain was working on. And hopefully we don't take too much attrition here before we get out. Let's split this in half before we get on the boats, so that it'll be a bit easier for us to avoid attrition on the other ends. But I think we can land here. They have a huge supply limit without worrying about it. Alright, let's get into Alexandria and start sieging. Okay, so we have one child who needs an education focus. He is timid, playful, and haughty. Playful is good for intrigue. Learning would be good but bad. Timid, playful, and haughty. So I guess we're just going for intrigue then. Alright, we'll get this army into this county over here, I suppose. Send a few thousand in the retinue over there as well. And here comes the rest of the troops. We actually could have landed over there safely. In fact, let's do that quickly because it'll save us a little time. Duchess of Sicily has inherited something, that's fine. Send one of these armies over here. And we'll get the other one back on some boats and probably just land it over here. Who is this that died after a period of illness? Our kinswoman's husband, okay. That's fine, we can just wait till somebody offers us marriage for her. Oh, I should have checked the supply limit here, I guess. Let's just spread out. Okay, so I see 14,000 from the Fatimids. That's fine, they're probably coming over here to attack us. Unfortunately, these counties are both desert, so we're not going to get any defensive advantage. We will be able to reinforce effectively though, assuming they don't have some other army just out of sight here. You've been presented with an opportunity to let everyone be reminded of your rulership. If you wish to mint new coins for your realm, there's a master of the craft that you can hire. Not only will the mintage be exquisite, it will be adorned with a glorious portrait of you. So we can just lose 100 gold for 100 prestige, which would be fine. We can become greedy and maybe deceitful as well. We're already deceitful, but greedy would remove charitable, which would lose us 3 diplomacy, which seems pretty bad. So I think we won't do that, we'll just get the 100 prestige. Let's also get a childhood focus for these children. We'll go with etiquette for you, and let's go for duty for you. If they want to take some attrition going through here as well, even better. My brother, Prince David, has requested to join the Knights Templar. I think we're going to have to refuse him as well, though actually he's probably not having any more children at this point. But I guess his wife was not going to be happy about this. Yeah, I guess we'll allow it. For once. So we need to appoint a new commander here. It can be Prince Magnus, I guess. If he was to die in battle, our relative there would just inherit his claim, which actually would be good. Alright, well, we're out of time for this episode, so we'll continue our war with the Fatimids in the next one. Thanks for watching, and join me again then.